by moonlight. Wanting more than most any old thing. Well, when I get those jelly roll blues, why I'd go get anything in this world for you. Down to the jewelry store, packing the gun. Wrap it up, I think I'll take this one. $1,000, please, the jewelry man said. Dupree said, I'll pay this one off to you in there. Well, you know, son, just can't figure. First thing you know, you're gonna pull that trigger. And it's no wonder the reason goes bad. Jelly roll will drive you stone mad.
We gotta have some Cherry Garcia ice cream today, guys. Welcome! We're gonna play some pinball. First, we gotta smoke them if you got them. Glorious 480p. Judge said, son, it's gonna cost you some time. The priest said, Judge, you know, that crossed my mind. Judge said, fact, it's gonna cost you your life. The priest said, Judge, you know, that seems to me to be about right. Judge said, son, I know your baby will. That's a secret I can't never tell. The priest said, John, well, it's well understood. You got to admit, sweet, sweet jelly so. Well, you know, son, Who's your baby's daddy?
just can't figure. First thing you know, you're gonna pull
Is it the fake Ricardo?
trigger.
Are we dealing with the fake Ricardo? Who's your baby's dad? I'm so offended. Somebody said something mean to me on the internet. No! It's war! You can't attacking a single mother. Here you are, attacking a single father. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy and what does he do? Who is your daddy? I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. I want them answered immediately. Who is your daddy and what does he do? Oh yeah, LOL, see? I handled it correctly. Didn't act like an idiot. Yes, people can make fun of you on the internet and it will be okay. Especially when they don't know who the fuck you are in real life. Or if you actually have kids or fucking wife or anything like that. Because it's all up to you. It's all in the fucking mind. So let's try to have a good time with our lives. You know, I truly believe that we only live once. I think we go into the sky, into heaven, but that's because I grew up
you know, with these fucking deadheads around me and these fucking hippies that are like, oh yeah, man, everything's alright, man, like, nothing you can see that isn't shown, man, like, nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be, you know, so.
It's 2 o'clock.
Gotta tell me if the audio is too bad. I know that I'm a little bit quiet sometimes. But maybe I'll turn the game audio down instead. But then that's the other thing. I grew up around a bunch of fucking punk rock people too, so I've all... You know, it's hippies are not always happy. Hippies always point out phonies. That's one of the things about hippies. They like to point out the phonies. Like people like me that try to have pinball streams and they can't actually play pinball and they just keep fucking draining it. That's an example of a phony.
Magic. Lock is lit.
You gotta tell me to make sure your baby dad. I seen a picture pregnant. What? I seen a picture of pregnant.
Tonight's performance is about to begin.
Make sure the audio is loud enough in this game. Tell me if it's not, or if my voice is too quiet. Great game, Theater Magic. It's one of the easier games.
Shoot for the captive ball.
I think it's one of the first games where on the virtual I got to replay and everything instead of playing it well.
You must concentrate.
Did not make it in the trap. Oh! Sorry, this is just the warm-up game. The horror pinball tables are fixed. Are you demanding to see them? I got a couple new tables like this one. But yeah, so the horror pinball tables have been fixed. The Pinball M for Nintendo Switch has been fixed. So pinball in general on Nintendo Switch has been fixed. We didn't have the Williams Volume 7. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. But we got 7. They basically put out the updated versions of all of them, and if you owned it already, they gave you the updated version for free. So I got a few of them. This is one of them. Just for the effects. This was a real table. I've played it a lot in real life. I used to play this at the Pinball Museum, the Bay Area Pinball Museum, on free play for a long period of time. But this version has some added effects like those pink balls and the character. You can turn them on and off. Game audio is a bit louder. Oh, last time I was drowning out, I think, right? Bring it down a little bit. Let's see the settings. Okay. Rank that. You won't be able to hear me. I'm gonna talk a little bit about I'm not gonna play that well, as I'm gonna talk a little bit about I wanna make I think I'm gonna make a full video, I'm not sure. But the fucking couple things. Yeah, they fixed Pinball M. It's not perfect. It's not as good as like this or most of the other ones. It's still a little bit, tiny bit more jank, but it's not what it was. It was like unplayably jank. It was like, oh, there's no reason to learn this shit at all. So now it's a little bit more reasonable. They fixed it.
Shoot for the magic trunk.
They're not all equally good, like as far as how well they play. Like, basically, what they realize is they need to keep it at a consistent frames per second because it's pinball. So instead of trying to do 30 frames and then having it drop out, just lock it at 25 or whatever.
Concentrate.
24 or whatever. Or less. So some of them look shittier than others because they are, you can tell it's like a lower frame rate. You won't be able to tell if I show you because we're watching this in fucking 480p on my shitty laptop with shitty internet in the ghetto. So,
The second ball is locked.
in the fucking barrio out here, so. It's chicken coop internet. Multi-ball!
Multi-ball! Shoot for the trunk!
So yeah, you want to hit that trunk. Fuck. Fuck, fuck. Just flapping wildly, not aiming, not holding the balls. Supposed to cradle them. Supposed to cradle the balls, honey. No, that's what they tell you. You're supposed to cradle them with one of them. Like, hold one flipper up and hold the two balls while you shoot the other one. But that's what pros do, you know? Pros like Sweet and Tender Hooligan. That kid is so good at pinball. But you know what that kid is not good at? He's not a true fan of DJ Slopes. Sweet and Tender Hooligan is in no way a true fan of DJ Slopes. Okay, the new Alice in Wonderland game. There's two, okay? There's Dutch Pinball's Alice in Wonderland, which is supposed to be pretty cool. They're the company that made The Big Lebowski, and they're supposed to be really good. The other thing is Wonderland Amusements Pinball, which is this fucking weird Kickstarter. Maybe it's an Amico. Like, it's getting weird. So I could jump right into that as a topic. Basically, we're getting more and more details on that thing, and it's getting more and more like, what the fuck. But it's supposed to come to a Southern California game show, and people are gonna play it there, like, I don't know, complete or almost complete or something like that. But there's this, you know, the Rexer. I don't know if you know him, Rexer. He's a YouTuber. I always liked Rexer. I know people talk shit on Rexer because he's like a sarcastic kind of guy, kind of like a Raphael is cool but rude kind of a guy, like myself, you know. And he looks like Lord Voldemort. I think that's cool, but anyway, Rexer was like, uh-oh, like, we just got an email from these guys that says, like, hey, thank you for pre-ordering. This thing was supposed to be done 7 months from now. Like, it's supposed to be at your house 7 months from now, okay? Now, this is a little pinball machine, 80% scale. It's supposed to be $1,000, $800 if you buy two. And, so, Wonderland Amusements, so Rexer got this email, and it's like, hey, yeah, you can expect it in like 12 months. And like, if you're talking shit about like our shipping, like, don't worry, like, our shipping's totally fine. Like, this is in the email. It's like this weird ass Amico email. It's like, yeah, we'll probably be 12 months out. And like, if you have a problem with that, like, in 12 months, you can, no, it's like, if you don't think we'll be able to ship it, then here's the deal. In 12 months, you can fucking, like, return this thing, and, in 12 months, you can get a refund. Like, what? Like, in 12 months, you can get a refund. Like, wait a second. You said it was supposed to be out in 7 months. Now you're talking about, like, oh, in 12 months, you can get a refund. Spell the Dutch Oven Wonderland. That shit's hella funny. What's up, fat boys? So, I'm super stoned, so I don't want to lose my train of thought. But basically, which one do you want to see, Evil? Did you want to see Chucky, or Texas Chainsaw, or The Thing, or Duke Nukem, or the bullshit new game one thing? I think he likes Texas Chainsaw, right? So, okay, Rexer said that, and then this other dude on the block who's this guy, he almost reminds me of Leo DS, where he's like, he's got his own thing. This guy's name is Pawlowski. I think I'm pronouncing that right. His name is Pawlowski. Okay, any horror one. Okay, TCM for you. So this Pawlowski guy is like, he's been working on trying to make an affordable pinball machine for a few years himself, okay? and he's like crunched all the numbers. So this is almost like a Tony TGD slash. This is like a Tony TGD slash Leo DS guy, but he's more like, he's weird because he's not tagging his video correctly, I guess. He's just like, the video's titled like Wonder If They Profit, so like you wouldn't find it, but Rexer knew about it and like put the link out there for everyone. So it's like Wonder If They'll Profit, and this dude crunched all the numbers and he's like, they won't make any fucking money. And then it got hella Tony TGD where he's like, look, unless these guys are working for free, because they have to make some money too. So like, unless they're working for free for like 2 years, then they're not making, and on top of that, if everyone else is getting even minimum wage, who's not like a CEO, then they're basically, there's no fucking wiggle room for any money. So realistically, it's not going to be like $1,000. It's going to have to be like more than that, like $2,000 or something. Who knows? But he's just saying like, there's no fucking room for profit. And then it's Alice in Wonderland. If you wanted to do Star Wars or something, that's less profit because now you got to pay Disney a little bit, right? So like, there's less and less, like, it makes less and less sense. And this is already like, who's gonna pay $2,000 for a fucking pinball machine made out of, cork board, basically? No, I think it's particle board, right? So sawdust and glue, right? So, like I always said, see that? There was a frame skip there. It was a light frame skip, but there was a frame skip there. These games is not as smooth. I'm sure you're seeing frame skips all the time because you're watching this in 480p and it looks like shit. But it's not all the time, but this thing frame skips more than the other ones still, but it's still way, way, way fixed compared to what it was. So, can you still hear the game audio? Is it like not completely gone, right? You live on the same street as the Texas Chainsaw Fat Boy? Are you that guy? Are you that fat guy from the first movie that was in the fucking wheelchair? That's who you are? I don't even recognize this version of Texas Chainsaw. Is this a unique version, or is this like the new... This must be the new Netflix one, right? Like, Netflix got so bold, they're like, we made Stranger Things. We can do fucking whatever we want. Fuck you. Yeah, for $2,000 you can go buy a fucking old one. Exactly. It gets into like, what are you talking about? So the whole idea was like, we're gonna build this thing in Hong Kong. They've got an office in Hong Kong, which is all part of the numbers. This guy's crunching the numbers. He's like, well, if you're going to Hong Kong, that's like $1,500 a ticket. The guy who's criticized Pulowski, he's like, well, if you're going to Hong Kong, that's like $2,500 a ticket. Now, this Pulowski's a serious dude. This Pulowski guy, his whole thing, I dug into his channel, and his whole thing is kind of weird too. It's like, he made this computer program. He's a video game programmer who is also trying to make a pinball table. He made a pinball table. It's there, but it's like prototype, you know. It's like the same thing. Like it's in about the same stage as Wonderland. And so, and I believe the full name is Alice Goes to Wonderland. And it's almost like a Tim Burton-y kind of horror thing. But okay. So Pulowski's weird. He's like, I don't have a problem with it. I think he's cool. If he hears this, I think you're cool. I want a conference with you at some point, I think. But understand I'm a strange person. But anyway. I mean, I don't think I'm going to make a rock album about the fucking Wonderland pinball, but I mean, I would hope not. Maybe there's an EP in it. I don't know.
I'm getting live and take you out here.
There should be a Pennywise pinball table. I think you could bring that to real life. It'd be pretty freaky. Okay, so Pulowski's thing is like, he made a program where you can make your own pinball machines on this program. Like, you can edit, you drag and drop wires and flippers and bumpers, and you create your own pinball machines. You drop your own art in there, and you make your own pinball machines, okay? Which is whatever, because that already exists. It's called like VX or something, right? It's called like VPX. Like, that already exists, and it's already really good, and everyone already loves it, and it's like widespread. But on his version, what I understand is different about his version is, once you've built it on his version, you can basically export the documents to build the thing in real life. Like, it shows you what parts you're gonna need, shows you where you need to order the parts, like, shows you where you can buy the wires. It shows, like, wires getting bent. It shows all kinds of shit. Like, it's a trip. Like, he basically, it prints out your schematics to have the fucking thing built. And, like, get the art printed, everything. It's a trip. As far as I understand it, that's what his thing is. So it's all just this weird, interesting shit, but it's I'm digging into it. But like, he was getting kind of Tony TGD too, because he was criticizing it, and he was going like, dude, fucking in the promo for the Wonderland Amusements promo, one of the features is like, it has flippers. He's like, that's your feature? It has flippers? Like, that's basically the bare minimum of what you'd present at something like that. They're just going to make like the bare minimum of like what a fucking pinball machine is. And it was just like for what? Make a Tallarico pinball. Pulowski game is strong. You think it looks cool? It's weird. It's like this heavy metal thing. He's like a heavy metal fan or something. Like all these bands. It's like with music from, and then there was like 16 fucking bands. And I was like, wait a second. It's like Exodus and fucking Testament. And you're like, wait a second. Like, is this just like in his mind? And he just like did that, like what he wanted? Or did he actually go get all those? Like, I doubt got all those, but maybe he propositioned them and they were just like, yo, whatever. I don't know. Maybe that's just like how he imagines it. Wait, I don't want to play TCM again. The Tallarico pinball table would be fucked up. There's like that Aaron Spelling one. I can't remember what game it was based on, but like fucking Tori Spelling like commissioned for her dad. Like Aaron Spelling loved pinball. And so like they commissioned one for him that's like it's like the Spelling family pinball machine. There's pictures of it, you can look it up, and it's just like pictures of him with his daughters and shit. Like, it's hella cute. This is so dope. It's just like their family. I can't remember if there was stuff about his career in there or not, but it was like this weird gift they made for him, and it's hella funny. Like, oh man. Oh, a Pac-Man 1-up at the flea market? That sounds cool. The 1-up, there's one 1-up that I think is cool, which is it's the one that goes on the wall. It's like kind of flat and it goes on the wall. And there's like a pink and black Miss Pac-Man one. I'm like, yeah, I'd totally get that for like less than $100, like on super sale or something. But play some fucking safe cracker, cause I'm a cracker. What's cool about Pinball FX on Switch is there's a practice mode where like it doesn't count you losing the ball, and you can just play like evil streams like Drunky Cheese style. So I already got the magic token, which this game is a cool game. This is a game in real life. I'll start a regular game, but this was a game in real life.
I am the candy.
That was a miniature game.
Security system.
This game was
45 minutes until area shutdown.
This game Safecracker was like a real pinball machine in real life. And I'm gonna take a hit. My pipe nails. YouTube's, because you guys are on YouTube. No, it's because that's how I was playing the fucking. That's how I was playing the Grateful Dead thing earlier through YouTube. Aaron Spelling was the man. He made like a bunch of fucking shows with hot chicks on them. His daughter was ugly, but she got to be on shows too.
Candy. 2000 system shutdown in progress. For your own safety, please leave the area immediately. You have been warned.
This was a real game. Oh.
45 minutes until area
And
shutdown.
it's a miniature game, but it's different than Wonderland because this used the full-size pinball and small flippers, where Wonderland is going to use like a miniature pinball and regular-size flippers.
Oh,
Fuck. Playing horribly.
30 minutes until area shutdown.
And when you win the magic token, it spits out a token from the top and it like rolls down the glass.
25 minutes until area shutdown.
Just draining and draining and draining.
20 minutes.
Not a real
until
pinball player.
area shutdown.
Okay, we're gonna just start the whole game over because we're playing so badly. Tallarico Pinball sounds oof. Oof in a good way? You mean like a good kind of oof? Oops.
Intruder alert. 45
Tallarico
minutes
Pinball, like it goes
until
through his
area
songs.
shutdown.
Or it's like the true story where you like go through his lies and stuff.
Warning.
Tallarico had the Spider-Man, one of the Spider-Man pinballs, and
35
me and Sweet Nintendo always make fun of
until
that.
area shutdown.
Like, he doesn't know how to play, it's probably broken.
30 minutes until
Playing
area
horribly
shutdown.
here, guys.
Be beautiful. Let's wheel and deal.
Fuck.
25 minutes until area shutdown.
Rock is lit.
Ooh!
Head for the ramp.
Fuck.
15 minutes until area shutdown.
Don't have much time. Lock is lit.
Oh,
Let's lock 'em up. Want a little helper?
intruder is now in sudden death.
Head for the ramp.
Candy. 2000 system shutdown.
Come on, Candy.
Termination course is suspended.
Keep not hitting that ramp. Hit the ramp.
Oh,
Yeah. Fuck.
2000 system restart in progress. Area shutdown is underway. Any mistake will result in complete termination.
Let's lock 'em up. Let's wheel and deal.
Let's wheel and deal 'em.
Boy. Let's wheel and deal.
Let's wheel and deal. Pinball to me is just all about presentation.
That was slick.
It's all about getting those voices right.
Let's wheel and deal.
Like if Wonderland has all these cool callouts and like all these cool voices and shit like this game has, if the Wonderland amusements can pull that shit off, then anything's possible, man.
is lit. Head for the entrance.
Okay, this is the board game part. Crab legs, flippers. This is the board game part of the game.
It's time to play the board game.
Alright, got points.
Keep going.
Slow. No! Okay.
Authorized cash
We don't want to hit the red
machine
ones, right? Obviously.
access. Security guards have been notified of your presence.
1.
Please use approved method for candy.
I don't understand this part. Key, probably?
That's not the way to operate the candy.
Never understood what that part is.
security system.
He's mine now.
This is how you get the magic token. You walk all the way around this board without getting caught. Oh, caught.
Oh no.
That was not a good thing to do. Danger. Ah.
If you want to know more about this table, there's this somebody leaked the promotional video that that they made for it when it was new. If you look up like Safecracker, you'll find like history of Safecracker. You'll find like a promotional video for this shit. John Alvarado's mustache as the flippers. That would be fucked up, John
You
Alvarado's
have been
mustache as the
terminated.
flippers. Man, that's fucked up. Don't say that. You're gonna give me nightmares. You are gonna give me nightmares. Good lord. Now, it's not gonna be a long stream. I promised a stream, but not a long stream. I didn't promise I would play any of the games well. So, you get what you get, and you don't get upset. Look, everyone, we have guests! Late 70s up to the mid 90s. Yeah, I like them all. I don't like the super old anymore. I like the new ones. I love the late 90s. There's one Sweet and Tender's been playing, Cactus Canyon from the late 90s. That's a really good one. You guys remember this one? This is the pinball machine that they had the most copies in produced. So there's more Addams Family pinball machines than any other pinball machines in the world. I guess you could look at that as a good or bad thing, right? Like it's so big. Big ass table. This is of course the enhanced version on Zen Pinball for Nintendo Switch. I think it's on like Steam and every system. These games are cheap. And they're good. Sweet and Tender hates them. And I was gonna say Sweet and Tender is not as much of a DJ Slopes fan as I am. You need to understand that too. I'm the true DJ Slopes fan, and I watched his video about Sega, Super Sega. Fuck! The Super Sega. That shit's hella funny. You gotta watch the show about the Super Sega on DJ Slopes. It is great. Oh man, the early ones. Ricardo, in Bay Area in California up here, we have a pinball museum, and it goes back to like 1915. They got ones from the 20s and 30s and shit, and they're all restored. It's crazy. This is based on the movie. Is that what we were talking about, or are we talking about a different one? Alice in Underpants. Rumble, my guy. This has Raul Julia's voice in it and everything. This has got Angelica Houston and Raul Julia's voice in it. Is it loud enough? Like, you want to see something? So, hold on. You see on top of their house, there's like that thing. That thing on top of the house is the weather machine that Grandma, I think Grandma's working on it, or it's Grandma and Fester or something. And like, apparently that thing was the real end of the movie. Causes the storm at the end of the movie instead of them opening that book.
Go, man.
But they edited that part out of the movie. But when they made the pinball machine, they had like an earlier draft of the movie script and just photos, I think. The movie wasn't completed in editing yet. So that part got edited out, but it's like a big feature of this pinball machine, and like it comes into play. So otherwise the mode would have been like magic book mode or something, you know, like.
Look, everyone, we have get it. Let's go, Bing. Well played, Bing. You're really on the ball.
Go, man.
Nope. Is the streaming all fucked up? It's like, oh, YouTube doesn't have enough bandwidth to do this. It's whining at me. YouTube is complaining and saying that the stream is not working right. Is it not working right? I mean, it's okay. That's why I tried to say a lot. I tried to say a lot of important things that matter to people. This is where you get a 2-ball multi-ball. The thing multi-ball. The other one is the greed. When you get to the bookshelf right there, you pull the greed. So I think we gotta get back up there. Not enough.
Have a nice swim.
Oh, there it was, and I fucking missed it. I wasn't thinking about it, and I just missed it. Did you see the second ball come out? Just missed it, like a fucker. Playing terribly today. Popular game! It was showing in, oh, and it was when I was zooming in.
Go, man.
Fuck. Playing like crap. This is one of those things where I can play a lot better when I'm not talking or people streaming it, but it's still cool just to show. I'm happy they fixed everything on Nintendo Switch happy they fixed everything for the pinball. I was worried they were going to wait for Nintendo Switch 2 before they fixed anything, but Nintendo Switch is a big deal still, so they did it, and bless them, and I hope more people play these, because more people playing pinball is better. I got really into it when it was really dead. Like, probably when it was the most dead. I do that. Like, you know. That's how I was with Star Wars, too. I was just into it when it was in its most dormant phase. But that's not on purpose. It's just what happened. But fuck. That's just what happened, but I'm so happy now. It's getting so much bigger, and hopefully it will spread out into that more of them being made means more of them will show up in other places in the world where people don't have them. But until then, I think show them that you care, maybe by playing the virtual ones. I mean, purchasing them or whatever. They're not expensive. I think you throw out a few dollars. It's not expensive, especially when you're talking about compared to playing real pinball machines, you know, $1 a play or whatever. I just gotta practice nudging again. That's not what I'm thinking about. You hit that bookshelf 3 times, you get the greed. I mean, you hit it 5 times to spell out the greed right there. Then you can get in there and get the multi-ball.
Go, man.
Thanks for hanging out. I know it's hard to watch a 480p stream with something that's not the right orientation. It's supposed to be vertical, but it's horizontal, and it's small, and it's 480p, and it's glitching out and freezing for 20 seconds, and the audio's not very great. But thank you guys for hanging out. Oops. Fuck. Shouldn't have paused it on accident. That's what fucked me up. Is this flat earth pinball? Yeah, it's just flat earth with fucking blood and fucking cockroaches coming out of his face earth pinball.
Go, man.
This is William Mueller pinball. Don't you see him down there at the bottom? Yellow. This is what the real one is. Piece of plastic.
Why, thank you, Bing.
Ah, almost. Okay, so the magnet is on. You see where it says the power? There's a magnet there that shoots the ball in weird directions. Which is like, you see that? That's why it's hard to get the multi-ball going. It's easier to get the one up there than to get the electric chair. It's easier to get the thing. It's showtime! I'm gonna botch this. And the magnet's going. It's 3 magnets, and they're all repulsing, like they're all going, shooting it away. Or like repelling, or whatever it's called. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, now you gotta watch for the other one to come out. Yo, yeah, Adam's Family. This is Adam's Family. This is the most popular and produced pinball machine. Fuck! I fucked it up! Most popular pinball machine of all time. The fucking magnet's going too. Now it stopped. This is a very beloved machine in the pinball world. But everyone who owns it just gets bored. Like any game. I should be trying to get to the vault so I can... I think it's another multi-ball if I hit the vault again. I've gotten very far in this game in real life also. Just playing it on free play for hours at places. What happens is you do all the modes, then it's like tour the mansion, and then you have to tour the mansion. That's called the wizard mode. And that was like the first wizard mode in pinball, and then people copied it after that. So this is kind of considered like the first modern machine. Like, I mean, yeah, it doesn't have a video screen, but like, as far as what the gameplay is, it's basically a huge leap forward with the wizard mode shit. Tour the mansion, which is hard to do. Tour the mansion, it is hard as fuck. I never beat the end of it. It's like Mega Man. I got all the way to the end and then I didn't beat the end. Yeah, Addams Family is my type. I would join the family.
Rest in peace.
I'd join the fucking Addams Family. I would be in the family. The Manson family, the Addams family, any of the 5 families of Hong Kong Dynasty is what I would do. You know what I'm talking about, man? I think I need to take a smoke break, bro. I think I need to take a little smoke break. What do you think? Good lord. What you think? Woo! You want to see a real life pinball machine or one that doesn't exist in real life? I got Garfield, Marvel, Trolls, Kung Fu Panda. Got a bunch of Wild West. I got a soccer one. I got all these Marvel ones, all kind of Marvel ones. I got like a shit ton of fucking shit. Real question is, if I'm typing this while you are playing this game and we're talking at the same time, how is that possible if I am really you? I could do all that. I got all kinds of tricks, chuds. What happens is I pre-wrote those messages that you're quote-unquote typing. I have a program. It's very easy to get these programs. You guys don't fucking... You guys act like it's fucking... This shit's hard. You go right on... It's right on fucking Google Play Store. There's a program. It's called pre-type. And you can type in things and you set a timer and then later it drops it in there on your fucking fake YouTube account. Duh! What are you, fucking stupid?
Garfield Pinball.
What are you, fucking dumb? Think I don't know how to fucking do this shit? It's an AI time traveler. It's all that shit, man. It's all of the above, brother. It's like Time Traveler by Sega with the hologram. I'm like that. You know, it's not...
Time for lunch, Odie. Dinner time, Garfield. Don't worry, Odie. This is
John's
not
a
an
cuck,
avalanche.
right?
It's just my stomach grumbling.
John Arbuckle? John Arcuckle? Right?
I'm not impressed.
So the fake ones are not as long as the real ones? I'm not impressed. Well, I'm not impressed with you either, Garfield. The last movie was
But I
fucking
don't wanna
awful.
lose. It's not.
It's just goddamn awful. Today I am planning, hopefully it goes through, I haven't bought the tickets yet, to go and see the Looney Tunes movie that's supposed to be fucking awesome. And everyone needs to support it because we don't want to see bullshit Snow White. We want to see it's a brand new movie.
Okay.
It's not a remake.
Set in place.
It's not a greatest hits. We didn't have to make room for every Looney Tunes character. It's just a high art, hilarious movie with Porky Pig and Daffy Duck, who are the actual enjoyable characters. Bugs is great for small increments. Bugs is great for 15 minutes, but you know, he always gets his way. It's not that funny. It's funnier you watch Porky and Daffy suffer and they're not getting their way, and it's hilarious. And so I think this movie, it's getting high rated. It's called The Day the Earth Blew Up. Everyone needs to see it. I think it's coming out in other countries later. But if you're in the USA, go see it and give the middle finger. Go see it today so you can give the middle finger to Snow White and the woke agenda.
Okay, new set in place.
Right?
What is it, Odie?
What is it,
Something
Odie?
interesting on TV?
This is kind of what Wonderland is gonna do, where they're doing a fan layout, but not as many
It's kind of
ramps.
pathetic the lengths I'll go to for free pizza. There must be food here somewhere.
Oh. Alright, I'm not even thinking. What am I supposed to hit? Oh, okay. Bunch of ramps. Oh,
I'm not impressed.
I'm not impressed with you either. Stupid Snow White is everywhere. Fuck this. Fuck the Snow White, bro. Fuck the Snow White, bro. We're gonna all go see Daffy fucking Duck.
Time for lunch, Odie.
Black Duck Lives Matter. Daffy Duck, bro. Support him. Support your local duck.
Don't worry, Odie. It's not an avalanche.
Have you ever
It's
played
just my
Duck Amuck
stomach
on the DS? That is a great game. Evil. See if you can emulate Duck Amuck. I know it's like you use the stylus a lot, but if you played it with the mouse, it would probably be fine. Try to get Duck Amuck for the DS. That game is
New set in
great,
place.
man. It's like not even a game. It's like a it is
This'll
a game,
do
but
as
it's
an
like
appetizer.
it's like this experience, like
No point in delaying
this
the
weird
bad news.
experience where like it's a. Do you remember that weird cartoon where the Daffy was talking to the animator and the animator drew him like a jackass and like he drew flowers on his head and shit
Garfield, we're
to
all
like
out of
annoy
cat
him?
food. You'll
It's
have
that,
some
but it's like a game where you
Not for all
draw
the
shit on
lasagna
him and
in
do weird
Italy.
shit.
A true gourmet never shies away from a new tasty treat. What is it, Odie?
Hold on, I gotta pause for a second. Please stand by.
Something interesting on TV? I think we all saw this coming. But I don't want to lose. It's not fair.
Is the Miami Vice episode about what? I can't see what Ron says. You have to tell me, because YouTube is fucking weird. That's how I know I'm not. That's how I know I don't have him like actually blocked, because you guys can see him. So that means it's not hidden from my channel. It's not blocked, or else you wouldn't allow it. It just wouldn't work, right? It's so fucking weird. So fucking weird, Odie. This Garfield game, I never played because I'm not good at it.
Good morning.
I'm just not good at it. I shouldn't even try.
Sunshine.
Shouldn't play it now. I'm really terrible at it. I was okay at Trolls. You want to see Trolls, you fucking Trolls? Am I getting trolled right now? If I am, I'll put Trolls on. Which one? Yeah, fuck all that Marvel bullshit. Captain America, Captain Marvel. Gal Gadot's acting in Snow White is atrocious. Oh man. Does she go, oh!
Oh! Hey guys. Look at you little boys! Oh, little men!
How the fuck do you act like Snow White? Like,
Oh! Look at these little men in this, and look at their little house!
we're playing this game right here is for Autism Awareness Month. This is Trolls Pinball. I've seen all of the Trolls movies, including the holiday special. So if you have any questions about them, I know the entire lore. I haven't seen all of the episodes of the show, but I've seen a lot of them. In fact, there's 2 shows, okay? But
All lost.
yeah, you need a Trolls lore update, you just let me know. Oh, Gal Gadot is the evil queen. Okay, that you need to be able to act to do that, because that bitch is like intense. Okay. Evil Queen was pretty intense. That's like that was like the queen was rotoscoped, right? Like the stepmother in Cinderella. So what they did was they traced their real fucking person, because it looks really intimidating. Like to have a real rotoscoped human amongst like these little cartoonish people is like intimidating, and like it has a thing, you know. Damn it. Oh my gosh, sorry for all the intermittent pauses. We're gonna end this show anyway. It's almost 5:40. I can't go more than like an hour ever. I got like an hour limit. I can't do the multi-hour thing. It's not... I don't do that in general. Unless I'm playing real pinball, and you know, it has to be that way.
Classical! Real harmony takes lots of voices. Different voices.
If I had real pinball in my house, I wouldn't play for more than an hour, though. So you gotta hit that thing. That is... It represents the different strings. What happened was, there was this harp, and then the pop trolls... Poppy is a pop troll. And they split up the strings. So rock went one way, techno went one way, and classical went one way, and country went one way. And then like pop was like trying to appropriate all the styles. So it was weird because they were trying to make that like mean like it was like kind of woke. They were kind of like, okay, pop stole like everyone else's shit. And Rock got mad. That's Barb, the one that's above Poppy, the pink one with the red mohawk. She got mad, and she's like, I'm taking all the fucking... I'm taking all the fucking strings, and they're not going on a fucking harp. I'm putting them on my fucking guitar. And, everyone is gonna be Rock now. Fuck everything else. So she was like she was trying to colonize these fucking people. And then her dad was Ozzy, who was really old. But in the end, what happened was her dad showed her that like, no, we shouldn't really do that. Like her dad, who was Ozzy, that was like 1,000 years old, convinced her like, no, like that's the wrong way. Like everyone needs to live in harmony. So it went that way. And then the black dude, you see the guy that's like on the top left, it's got purple skin. That was fucking that dude was fucking played by P-Funk. That was George Clinton. And see, they were the ones that got like the most fucked. They were the ones that explained to her, because they're like the black people. They're like, oh, we're like R&B. It's like, you stole a bunch of shit too. No, don't think about that. But they were like funk. So they're like, oh, we're the funk trolls, so this is how we are. This is all in the second movie. And the country one sold her out. And there was a trick because there was a double agent that they thought was a country troll because he was yodeling and shit. But in reality, it wasn't a country troll. And the country trolls have horse legs. They're like centaurs.
All scores are multiplied.
And the funk trolls are like llamas or some shit.
Hug hour was every
But
half
like,
hour.
and you can see that the techno ones, they're like fish. That's the fish guy there.
Isn't all cupcakes and
The rock ones are just like fucked up. They're just basically fucked up versions of the pop ones. And then the classical one is the yellow one. That's the little chibi one right there. So now you know
Only one
all about
more
the
time.
fucking second Trolls movie that this pinball machine was based on. Those are the tickle spiders, I think. That was like a tickle spider, I think is what it was. Hit it. Supposed to hit it. You're not supposed to hit it? Is that if it eats the ball, is that a good thing? That cloud, there's like that cloud with the little eyes on it. That dude's like a really weird character too. I don't even know what the point of that guy's character was, but he's in a lot of them. They just call him Cloud Guy, and he's just like totally weird. They totally do drugs in these movies too. Like every one of these movies has a scene where they fucking ingest some fucking drugs, or they like go really fast, or something happens, and like they act fucking weird. And like the art style will change, and like they'll turn into like real trolls. It's like the Family Guy thing where he like becomes real life.
If I were you, I would aim into his mouth.
Talking about Tupac, I am talking about Tupac. Tupac was in Trolls, man. It's like this whole movie was based on the Tupac's album, All Eyes on Me. Stepsisters series. I just wanted to watch Netflix.
Bye, everybody. See you soon.
What the hell? Heretic? Oh yeah, I've heard of that shit. I thought Wonder Woman 2 was awful. I didn't see it, but people told me, oh, it's bad. I saw the first one. Fuck that though. Life is short. I'm gonna have fun and see the Looney Tunes. And play Trolls Pinball.
2 more.
Multipliers rise.
It's almost 5:40, guys. I'm gonna end the stream very soon. Thanks for coming by and watching a terrible stream. But right on. It was fun though. We had fun.
Let's dance.
I don't have a good ending set up.
Only one more time.
Oh. We want that hug hour, then you get extra points. There. No, missed it. Hug hour. It went back. And we'll end it with cut off Sting's new album.
Every half hour.
In the beginning, there was silence. Until one day, someone made a sound. Troll's ancestors were so inspired by the sound, they took 6 strings. And those 6 strings have the power to control all music. They could play anything.
I know you have happiness inside you. You just need our help to find it. Real harmony takes lots of voices. Different voices.
See? Real harmony takes lots of voices, different voices. It's very woke, but I think that's a good thing. We should all be living in harmony. I can't wait for the 4th Trolls movie. The 3rd Trolls movie is insane. They dropped all this woke shit. None of these other trolls are in it. None of this shit. None of the rock trolls. None of the country trolls. It's completely different. It's like about how working in an industry sucks and corporations suck. It's like it's anti-corporate thing. So it's still liberal agenda, but it's like this anti-corporate, like you don't want to make money kind of a thing. Like, let's just all live together and not make money. That would be great. No, but it's about family. It's like the third one's about family. So she just gets a sister out of nowhere. And they get 5 brothers. And third one's all about their families.
The spinner is flashing. Just saying.
Which spinner? Far one? Oh, the far ass one. Ugh, that thing.
6, 7, 8.
I did it.
Every troll is different. But these look weird.
Those are the rock trolls. They look weird. Oh! Yeah, you guys gotta watch that DJ Slope Sega thing. It's hella funny. This guy that tried to put out the Sega FPGA is like a fucking clown show. And they show, and you might understand it better, especially if you speak Spanish, because he's from Spain and he did this like show over there, and it's like DJ Slopes described it as like dinner for schmucks. They're like, what is this show that the guy that was the CEO for Super Sega was on? Because it's like this show where they bring on assholes, and like it's like a variety show where they just bring on assholes. I'm like, oh dude, this is like Tim and Eric. Like this is like some Tim and Eric when they used to have a live show, and they're just like, well, or like Howard Stern where they're like, oh, we don't have anything to do. Well, let's just bring this guy out who's a fucking weird asshole, and we're like, you know, it's like what we do around here sometimes when you see, you know, certain people on certain panels and you're like, oh, that's how they got on. That's what the guy was. He was like on some fucking show because he was a fucking weird ass dude. Like he
that was quick.
He's like filming himself. Like his most watched video is like him filming himself like trying to fix his dryer while like he's in his underwear and shit like that. He's hella weird.
All scores are multiplied. Slap it, boss.
Is the hug hour. Well, all scores are multiplied. Look, I just say download Pinball. If you have a Steam, Nintendo Switch, or any console, download the Pinball because you get a free table on all of them. You get one free table that's unlimited play, so it's worth it just for that.
The troll's main source of happiness comes from
So it's because there's like 5 games, there's like 4 or 5 versions of this. There's Pinball M, there's Pinball FX3, there's Pinball FX, there's all these different ones. You get different games for free, and so you can get several pinball games for free on any system. So I highly suggest everybody does that. We are gonna wrap up this show, man.
Don't worry. Take your time.
That's it.
All lost.
Was that the third ball? Was it the first ball? I wasn't even paying attention. Thanks for coming out and watching the stream. See you guys next time. Sociopath TG never came back to this channel to say hello. Oh fuck, that's okay. He doesn't need to. He gave me money once. Tony gave me money once, so.
That was quick.
Tony can do whatever he wants. Tony gave me like 25 bucks one time. Alright. I'm sorry the latest upload gave any nightmares or anything. It totally gave me nightmares, Chudley. I hated that shit. Don't ever do that again. I seen the Nest Punk community post calling it a scam. It seems like a scam. There's so many scams. Wonderland Pinball seems like a scam. Super Sega is definitely a scam. Check out the DJ Slopes video on that.
Do you need some help?
And check out the Rexer video with the link to Pulowski Pinball about Wonderland Pinball. And don't watch Sweet and Tender Hooligan because he sucks and he's a